This conference will now be recorded.
And here we are at Dynamic Enterprise Technologies, and we're going to be doing Connected Business SDK training. And Pete, I will make you the presenter.
Okay. So we'll take over from here. So first, we're going
we don't see your screen yet. So
okay.
You'll need to select which screen you're showing.
Yeah. Share screen.
Yep.
There. See my screen?
Okay, now we do.
Yeah, okay. So first, by the way, we're going to create a plugin which add custom fields on the customer table. So the name of the fields is custom, which one is a checkbox, custom str, which is string, deck amount, number int, and the custom notes. So then let's open the Visual Studio 2013. So we installed here the SDK, the CB SDK. So to create a new project or new plugin for CB, you need to go to the new project and then select the language you want. So in this case, we're using the Visual Studio. I mean the Visual Basic. So let's try to look under the guidance package here, and then connected business. Then the preferred language you want to use for this plugin. So in this case, we're using VB.NET. So let's name the project. First, custom field under customer. This is the name of the project. Okay.
It's a custom tab.
Okay, custom tab. Custom tab. Under customer. Okay. So this is what it looks like after you click the OK. So first we have the root space. Usually this is the name of your company.
So we put in there DYNENT-TECH.
What? Can you repeat that one again?
Sure, it's our domain name.
DYN, DYN, BEY?
DYN ENT.
Then that one?
It's the first three letters of dynamic, which
Okay.
is DYN, and then
Okay,
it's the first three letters of enterprise, ENT.
Okay. ENT.
And then it's the first four letters of tech, TECH.
Okay. There.
Yep.
That's correct. Okay. So that's the root namespace of our plugin. So the name of the project is custom fields.
Custom tab.
I mean custom tab. Sorry. One to one.
And you
right?
have a misspelling on that.
Yeah. Sorry. Custom. Sorry. 1 to 1. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Just name it one to one. So after this one, it will create the projects under one solutions. Wait. So it will create the projects under one solutions. So we have the framework, the extendable. It just mentions the importance, the business, facade, and representation. So this one under server folder, I think this one is not needed for this plugin. So we can remove this one. There. So that's it. And then we have to change this one to, this will be the startup of our project, the presentation. Okay. So at first, let's try to build the project to one folder so that it will, wait, open to this one. So what I'm trying to do is I will create a new folder from here. We'll call this one BLL. So when I compile this project, I want to, this folder will be the placeholder of those BLL. Okay. So what I'm going to do is change the compiled output, the build output to that one. Okay. This one also is not needed, the deployment. Let's remove that one. Okay, and then let's compile. Okay. So the next steps, let's go to the folder. So here we have let's close the project first. I mean this Visual Studio, and then this one will create a solutions, the GP state. This is the GP state. We need this one to have a backup so that in case if there is sometimes the GP state or the application, I mean the projects will this GP state will decrease its size or it will be broken. We have a backup so that the CB the connected business SDK functions will be restored. So we need to have a copy of this one so that it will be easy for us to restore. So let's open back again the application. I mean the project solutions. Visual Studio
You need to go with the, you can go with the Visual Studio selector because that chooses which version of Visual Studio it will open. And we
Okay.
only have one on there, so that'll be fine.
Okay. So the purpose of that one, that we have a backup of this one, GP state, because sometimes this SDK will be gone. So it is easy to restore if we have a backup, unless the other way around to that one is you have to create the same project name, the same instance, just to produce this one. Okay?
Yeah, and also if you're using source control, if you check the program in at this point before you started
Yeah,
doing anything, then you automatically have a backup of that because of the source control.
yeah, you can restore it right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Yep,
Okay.
very good.
So next thing is, since we're doing customizations under customer, we need to add a reference to that one, to that application. I mean, to that. We need to have a reference. A reference to that project. So currently we're only referencing to the base. So we'll need to add the project. So wait, let's see where this is one. And there, okay. So let's just do it manually. So add reference. Let's go to browse. So we know that our CB is under C, program files, enterprise, right? And then let's add the,
Let me ask you a question before we proceed.
yeah,
Did you notice that the DLLs were being referenced was not from this folder?
yeah, this is from the SDK.
Yeah. So the problem that I've had in the past doing development, and I've had problems with versioning, the versions of the DLLs. And the problem was because some of them were pointing to the SDK and some of them were pointing to program files x86.
Yeah,
So do we want to you see at the top where it says the .NET 45, the very first one?
this one.
Yeah. Do we want any do we want our DLLs to pull from that path, or do we want to change it to pull from the installed connected business?
Yeah, we will try to from the connected business.
Okay, so should we change that first reference? Should we change our reference path so our DLLs are coming from a different place?
So here you can change that one from here under references tab.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, click the references and go directly to, or point the path to this folder where your enterprise solutions are installed. The root one here, add this folder, and then click OK. Okay, so see that it's changing all the DLL.
Very good.
Okay, so save. So right now we're going to add a new reference for the customer.
Now, don't we need to do that reference path for all of our projects?
What do you mean?
There's the presentation, there's the facade, there's Don't we need to
No,
have them all going to the same reference path? Okay, we don't?
no, we don't, because
Okay,
only the presentations will be the one to access
okay,
the
got it.
the customer.
Okay, very good.
Okay. C program files, that one, and then customer business, extendable customer. Wait, sorry, business, extendable, facade customer, um, framework customer, and presentation customer. Okay, so these 5 DLLs will be needed. Okay, so this is under our here in the reference. So next is, let's add um, let's go to the where is that? We will edit at config, so that we will connect to the database so that we can create our custom fields. So right now we're using this one. Um, and the demo US database. Okay. Okay. So save and close. So here we are connected to the demo US database. So we are going to create our custom fields by choosing this manage data dictionary.
Now, what's the difference between managed data dictionary and script data dictionary?
Script data dictionary.
What's
This
what's
is
the difference between managed data dictionary and script data dictionary?
okay. The script data dictionary is manage data dictionary. This one will be the one you will create, where you could create the custom fields, your custom tables, your custom views, store procedures. The script data dictionary is where all of your customizations in the database will be scripted out so that it will be added on your applications. So once you plug in that one, it will be automatically flag or apply.
It'll modify your database during the install, right?
Yeah, right. So it will stored under here, under data dictionary script. All the script that we script out under script data dictionary will be stored under this file, data dictionary script. But the data
Okay.
dictionary manage data dictionary, this is where the tools, I'll select demo US. This is what we set up. This is more like the application, like a Visual Studio, small Visual Studio applications where we could add custom tables, custom fields, store procedures, view. So we have here the system table. The system tables are the tables created by CB.
So you can assume that we know how to run this tool because there's a separate training for that.
Okay, yeah, sure. We could create a separate training for that one.
No, I
And
already
then
have one. I already have a training for it.
okay, so we have the custom table. So I assume let's proceed. So let's try to go to customer. No, sorry, not custom table, consistent table. Customer, customer.
You can type in the top, and it'll search for you.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Yeah, but to list all the
Oh, everything that starts with customer.
here. So under here, we will create our custom field. So CB already segregated the system fields and the custom fields. So let's add our custom fields. So this is under customer table, and the name of our fields will be this one is custom. So by the way, this is the developer ID under demo US 4960. Yes, no. Um, null. So this is the display name. So let's add another one. The names again. Custom str alphanumeric 50. Next. Then amount, which is the numeric. Okay. Then number int, which is small number.
It's going to be integer. Is there a separate selection for integer?
No. You can have the number if you like. I think it depends on the presentation layer of that one already.
Okay, that's fine. Go right ahead.
Yeah. And the last one is the custom notes. And then this one should be memo. Okay, finish. So all our application, I mean fields are here.
Now
So
you see
save.
we have two numerics.
What?
We have two numerics.
No,
And
the other one is number.
yeah, we have two. Oh, number and numeric. Okay, got it. Right.
Yeah.
I see that's the
Number and
difference.
numeric.
So one of them has a decimal and one of them does not. Is that right?
Yeah. But
Okay, got it.
it's just absentation layer application.
Sure. Go
Save.
ahead.
Just wait for that one to finish. Okay, done. Okay, so we have our custom fields. Then 4690 close. And then right now we're going to add the form.
Now, let me ask you some
In the section.
let me ask you some questions.
Sure.
So when we added the fields, did it script it somewhere?
What when we added the field?
Did when we added those fields, did it create a script under script data dictionary?
No, not yet. So here, if we click this one, script data dictionary, here, it will identify all the changes on the database with the namespace of, I think, the namespace of this one that we added, and then
So let
the
me ask you this: How does it know? How does it know which fields to list here?
what, can you repeat that one again? How
How
did
does it
CB
know
know
which fields it's listing on this screen here?
this one here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So based on they queried this one based on the namespace of our project and developer ID. So whatever
Oh, okay.
changes,
Developer ID. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So whatever changes, if ever, let's say we will create another login under another namespace, or yeah. So we'll only get that one, even though we do have the same developer ID. We'll only get those fields or those custom tables that we added based on this namespace and the
So
developer ID.
when you say namespace, are you talking about DYNENT tech?
Yeah, I think this one is. Let's check. For Let me check this one. Data dictionary, data dictionary. Column. Customer. So here, this is what he queried.
So can you add to your select where assembly ID is not null?
Assembly ID. There. So under here, there are brand-wise, BSS, Lerin.
Yeah, but it's only listing the ones. So it's what this is. It's basically the project name for the
Yeah, no,
project
this
we're
is
working on, right?
yeah,
It's gonna be when we build it. Of course, we're gonna get an assembly with that name. So
yeah,
okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure it was clear how it knows which fields we added. So it's clear to me
yeah,
now.
yeah. Okay.
So let's
So
go ahead with the scripting of these. these database changes before we go into creating the form.
So we'll script this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So script complete, done. So under so as you can see here, when we open this one, this is blank, right? And then we will reload, yes, to all. So this is the one generated. So all the added field. Okay. So we can differentiate right now the managed data dictionary and the script data dictionary.
Yeah, can you open up the script again, and let's just spend a minute looking at the script to see what it made for us.
Here?
Yeah, so let's just scroll through that a little bit and see what it's doing.
Yeah, so it's declaring a new table. I mean, declaring this variable and then checking if the customer table exists, and
So it's checking
then
to see if it exists or not. If it doesn't exist, it's going to add it. If it already exists, it's not going to do anything, right?
yeah, right.
Okay. And it's going to do that for all 4 of our columns, or 4 or 5 of them, however many we have.
Yeah. So without data dictionary, without the script data dictionary, if we don't have this one, we need to manually create this one manually. We'll create manually.
Right. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
let's say that we added 2 more fields to this.
Yeah, sure.
2 more
Let's add.
fields to customer table. We can just go regenerate that
Yeah,
script
correct.
again, right?
Yeah, right. If there are changes with the database, or you have to add another fields, or you have to add another view, so it will be scripted here.
So you just keep scripting it over and over again.
Yeah.
As you're in the middle of your project, you might make some changes. You might test it all. Then you might come back tomorrow and realize you need another field. Then you will then again rescript your changes.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, I think that's very clear. So let's go ahead and look
Yeah.
at modifying the screen.
Yeah, sure. So are we going to discuss this too? Or
Yeah,
you are?
let's discuss that.
Yeah. So this one, before data dictionary, so as the name imply, before the dictionary, so we can add a script here that will run before this data dictionary run. So all the scripts that are here on this before data dictionary, this will be the one first be executed. If there are scripts here, like adding data or adding, so you want some
No,
other,
we just have to code whatever we want, right?
yeah, right. So this is, you need to do it this one manually here.
So
And then
the assumption is that we're already connected to the database server, that the proper database has already been selected, and that then we're just going to execute some command against the database we're connected to, right?
yeah, right.
And
And
go right ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I also want to talk about the roles part of it.
The user role?
Yeah, I guess actually we can talk about the roles at the end in case we want to add the tab to another role. So that would be better to
Yeah,
talk about later.
yeah. Let's talk about that one later.
Okay,
Since we
so
are in the dictionary part, so the difference between the two, this one will start before the data dictionary, and then this after will execute after the data dictionary run.
Very good. I totally
Okay.
understand.
Okay. So right now we're going to add the plugin section. Okay. So here, um, what should we name this one?
Now,
One to one.
do you have any naming standards? Let's say we got a big ugly plugin project
Yeah,
with like lots of things in there. Do you have any suggestions for naming standards?
based on CB practice, we place the let's say this one is under customer. So we will add new folder, customer, under customer.
Yeah,
So
very
this
good.
one will be under customer. So all the so that this will the application will be segregated.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
yeah. So next is we'll create a plugin, and then let's say what you name, what's the best
This
name
is
for this one?
the customer custom tab, right? That's what this
Yeah.
thing is going to be.
So cost tab, that one, or
I'll let you pick the name. I'm just letting you know the purpose of what we're creating is uh, a custom tab for the customer.
yeah, let's say custom fields. I will just name this one custom fields.
Okay.
So this one should be um, it will inherit the control will be inherited on base control, and under the interface is the base form also, but we'll use the data set of the customer. Um, customer, where are you? Customer detail. Customer detail. Okay. Finish. Sorry. And the passad. Sorry. Let's just remove that one. And anyway, um, let's just do it manually. I did not add the passad. Um, enterprise passad customer detail passad. Okay, current data set. Current passad. This one should be enterprise passad customer there. And then Current facade. Okay. Okay. So let's make sure that this one reference to the customer detailed data set. So this is the data set used under customer form.
But before we continue, that screen that you were at previously when you were choosing the name of this,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was a bunch of selections underneath
Mm-hmm.
that. Can you bring that form up again, like you're going to add another one, but not actually add it?
Mm-hmm. This one?
So basically, I just want to understand here now. If whatever we select in those lower boxes, that's the reason we're selecting that, because it's going to generate code. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's these various pieces that have to be there for our new tab to work, and we need to have these pieces be correct. And the reason you made those code changes that you just made is because you didn't select the facade
Yeah, this one. The facade.
properly when we were about to generate that code, right?
Yeah, right.
Now, once you generate the code, you can't go back and redo this unless you start over again, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and so there's two checkboxes down there.
Yeah.
So that create folder caused that custom fields folder to get created over on the right.
Right. This one.
Yeah. And then what does that other checkbox do? Initialize dataset gateway on control load.
Um,
Do you ever use that?
I never used that one.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. Okay, I just want to make sure that that I understood what was happening here. So now I understand
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So currently, right now, we're not using this folder.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So we're
But
under the namespace.
I want to spend just a minute looking at the code that got generated.
Yeah.
So can you just browse through it a tiny bit and just show us what got generated for us?
That one.
Yeah, just show us the sections that got created for us.
The sections that we created. What do
The
you mean?
sections that the wizard created. Can you go to the top of this code and then show us go through the methods that got created?
Yeah.
So first
So
of all, yeah, it
it
created those
created.
region variables for us,
Yeah. It generated this application. This code. This class, the custom field section.
right?
So it will. It also created the variables
Yep,
section. So the variables for the dataset and the facade.
yep,
Then the properties. The properties are the current dataset, the custom field dataset. More or less that they are the same
yep.
since yeah. And the properties for facade, current facade. And
Okay,
then we have the constructor also. So this is the where this we have it generated two constructor, one with no parameter, so and the other one with the parameter of the data set and the facade. So since this is a plugin, the applications will start here. No, the application will start in this one, but we can when we're in the user role, I mean the application start in this in this constructor. Okay, and then we have the initialize control. This is just what it generated.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to review. So thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. The next thing we need is to wait, should I close this one? No. Okay. The next thing we need is to check where um where the what form, or so that we could get the parent form of this of our of the section. So in our case, we're going to plug this one on the customer form. So we need to get the customer form, the detailed customer form. So in doing that one, we need I have a pre-generated code here. So this will be under, go here in the data dictionary, in the initialize control. So here, wait. Component model. The purpose of this code, so that we have what should we call this one, a back a filter that will check if we are in the design time or we are at the runtime, because or this control can be possible be doing in the can be run on the under design time, meaning design time under what should we call this one, under user role, or this could be used as another user control during design time, like what we did right now. Enterprise presentation, this ribbon user role. Okay, and then here, okay, Wait, let me check. The current form is nothing and then so this one is the customer. This. So this is the form where we get, I mean, in this section, in this code, where we get the parent control.
Yep, we know which form the tab's going to be on, and we get plugged into the data set of that
Yeah,
form, right?
yeah, right. So here, after that one, we can design our section. So wait, let's um,
Now, just to clarify, what we're designing here is what's going to be inside a tab, right?
yeah. It's again that one. So this one is, let's just add the fields. So text, um, this space, um, custom SPR, then the amount, where is it? Spin, then the number, still a spin. Um, then
These controls you are using are they the Visual Studio
DevX,
controls or the DevX controls? Okay.
DevX control. Okay. So that's the text. That's- and then 60. So I prefix based on the control. Um, check it there. Custom text either custom str. There and the amount. So the amount properties. Um, um, wait, this one will be the format decimal format string. Dollar sign. Where's the dollar sign? Let's check it first. So this one. Um,
Yeah, so I want to talk about the binding.
yeah.
So
Sure.
is that what you're doing right now? Is figuring out what field to bind it to?
Yeah. Anyway, this is just a sample. I just want to check how it's generated on the code because wait, it should be binded because as you can see here, you cannot see our custom field under customer view.
Right?
Yeah, because
Because
since it
it's
is
not in the view, right?
yeah, it's not yet. That is why I'm just checking this code, copying the code. I'm not so familiar. Wait, let me check code on how to format it on code. So here, remove that one. See, and put it here. Custom binding. So edit value under customer view is custom the 004960. Is that correct? Let me check. 004960, correct. And then the field is custom. So here, there. So under save, and this one, another one is I get created. Yeah, that one. Oops. Still the same. This one here is the set, which is um, this one is custom SDR. There, and then did we name this one? Okay, so then we did. This one is number. As you can see, I'll try to copy it because it's hard to find during debug if this is just small. uh, I mistyped the field name. That's why I am trying to copying the field name. So here, so we have the binding. So I think let's assume that the plugin is running, right? I mean, so I think we have this one. Wait, let's try to add this plugin. Need to copy. Okay. Hmm.
I think there's maybe a security problem.
Let me close it one first.
Okay.
Why it's unable to copy to this one, to the DLL?
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Let me close this one first.
Yeah. Okay.
So I assume I'm a administrator, right?
You have local administrator rights. You didn't start Visual Studio as administrator.
Let me start as administrator. And then let's open the project. Still failed. There are two. Custom DLL debug.
Go to that folder and see what the problem is.
Here, this is correct. Could not copy.
But can you open up that folder and see what if there's some
Object
files in there or something? Just clear it out.
under framework OBG debug.
Yeah, just delete. I think you can just delete that and then
Yeah, you can delete this one.
yeah.
Oops, sorry. And then the extendable. I think was framework only. Wait, let me build the framework again. Okay. Yeah. So There, 5. And then I will try to register the plugin using this one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So registered plugin, demo US.
And you're basically installing the plugin into the
Yeah,
database, right?
the database, right? Click done. And then since it is already installed, we'll go to manage user role. So this manage user role is the same like in CB. You will customize the under user role, but here it is monitored uh, what sections or what form you open so that it will be script out during script user role. So let's add the tab. Okay, and then let's add our plugin. So this one, still with me?
I sure am.
Yeah, okay. Here's our plugin. It's not as beautiful as we have. So here, so let's rename the tab. Customize layout, rename um, 1 to 1. Okay. So yeah, that's how it's done. Save. Close. Close. So I will like to properties first now.
Now, in the case of the roles, how does it keep track of what you've done? You showed us for the database,
What do you
but
mean?
when we added some new columns, you showed us how it knows which columns we added.
Yeah, the same thing, but on the different table, the same thing.
Okay, so show us the table.
The table is, I'm not sure if I'm correct, but yeah, I'll try. System, user role, menu, form section. So here we have here assembly
Okay,
ID.
very good.
Where assembly is not there.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So let's try to debug the applications or run the applications. So it is under C. Enterprise data. Start. Let's run it first outside. Program files, enterprise, this one. Okay. So not that one. Because we cannot get inside to that one. New. Okay. Then under customer, client customer. So here's our tab. This custom testing 20.1, 2, and then the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Save and close. This one.
Now open
Let's
up the, I want to open up the next one, the next customer.
Oops, not saved. Wait. Why is it not saved? Wait. Okay, let's try to debug that one. I think we have a problem. We have a
Okay, go ahead.
problem. Wait. So, oops. Let me. I think I use this different plugin. What's the name of our plugin? This one here. Okay. What I'm trying to do is I'm locating the plugin locations where CB pointed it. This where CB when we plug the plugin, what CB did is this DLL stored in the database, and then once we use the plugin during using the CB application, what CB did is download the DLL and place it to allocations on your computer. So
Yeah,
that's what
it took it out of the database and put it in a temporary location so it can execute it.
yeah. So that's what I'm currently looking at it, and take note of that one, so that when we debug the application, so I'm trying to painting out this one. This is our starting. So when we debug it, we will compile the applications to that file, to that folder. So as you can see, I'm only using the presentation since we only touched the presentation layer on this one. Since we did not add any table or add additional tables in the dataset. Okay, so I think I messed up something. And they're here. I think we don't need to use this one. We use this one, but I'll try to check. So
yeah, but my question is that can you go back to the binding code?
wait, it will go to that one once this one is open. Here. So here, I think this one is don't have the data.
Yeah, remember
See,
you said the fields aren't there?
the fields are all
The fields
here
are not in
already.
the view?
I think this one is because we did not initialize this one. This one is blank. This one is the here. This one, but because this one is initialized under this is initialized under here. This one is see. What I'm dead wrong is I need to place something this one. So it should be there. So because this one, see, this one has a data on it. See, all the data are there and all the custom fields also.
Where are
So
our custom fields? Did you see ours?
yes, we have our custom fields.
Okay, very good.
Um, was here.
Okay, that's great.
So let me push this one again. Run. Jim Brand. Okay. So this one should have data already. Okay. So yeah. Oops. Custom notes, additional binding. Wait. This cost two bindings in collection to the bind. Yeah, sorry. We forgot to rename. It should be stop. This one should be memo. We made that rename. Anyway,
Oh, it's good to run into some problems because in real life you're going to run into problems like that. So
yeah. So yeah, basically all this one is almost done. Okay. So under here, test 10.10, 1, 2, test 1, 2, 3. So, okay. Save and close.
but let's open up the second one and put some different data in that one.
Okay. So this one is blank. Um, blank. This one is 2020, 20, and 20. I don't know the spelling of 20 here. Save. So if we open this one again, it should have data there.
Now, why
Right.
is there an icon? Oh, okay, I see. All right, got it. Okay, and then
Yeah.
let's open up
So,
our other one and prove.
in the database, wait, customer where what's that one? What's this one? What's the name again?
Customer ID.
No, this one. Let's use this one. It's not now there. So here's our data.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
So what I'd like to do is can we look at the initialize of the code, and I just want to go through those lines that you pasted in there.
There.
Where it says if parent form.
The parent form?
There's a piece of code on our screen right now.
Yeah.
It starts with if parent form.
Let's stop this one first.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
No. This is the parent form. This one.
Yes, but I want to look at the code, not the form.
Yeah, okay.
But I want to look at that section of code. So you copied and pasted that in from somewhere.
Yeah. I figure out this one before. That's why it's hard for me to figure it out again. That's why I always keep this one.
Yeah, so
This
can we
code.
just go through this line by line so we know what it's doing here?
Yeah. So first, I created a variable parent form where I name it, or I assign it as a base form interface.
Yep.
And then based from here, I'm trying to me as the control, as the plugin control. This is a function from the Windows form, from system Windows form.
Yep.
Where you will find the parent form.
Yep.
And then I'm casting it, or direct cast it to as a enterprise extendable generic form interface. Okay.
Okay.
So here I'm filtering it. I'm making it sure that the parent form is not nothing, is not null, and also the current control. So the form right now, so wait, this form, it has his parent form. Parent control.
Yep.
Where all this plugin, this tab, the sections are attached to that one.
Yep.
Then and then that's what I'm currently looking at in. That's why the form should have the current control. So it should not be nothing unless
I understand.
it will throw an error.
You can go to the next line.
Yeah, the next line is I'm finding the child controls. So based on this one, current control, getting the child controls, and then it's hard to explain. It's better you have a CB connected business. I mean source code.
I do.
Wait. Yeah, wait. Let's go to the form. Let's go to user role so that I can explain. You have a visual. Okay. User role. Let's say user. Let's not. Okay. Um, so this is the form, right? Under the form, you have the panel of the form, and then we have the sections also. As you remember, maybe if you talk to Ramil mentioned maybe to you that all the component of CB are plugins, and we call this one main control where all the plugins will be placed.
Yep.
So this is the main, currently name it enterprise presentation code, that one. That is the main form.
Yes.
I mean main control.
Right.
So right now, this is the main control. So what I'm trying to say in that code is I'm getting the main control and then getting the child control of that parent control, right? You can
Okay.
see the pictures.
Yep.
So after that one, I'm counting all the child controls and added one because I need to add our plugin.
Okay.
Yeah. So then the child controls this I did initialize to the current control, and then once I get that one, I can get also the data set of this parent current control. So what is his data set? Because we are only just a plugin, so we don't know who is our parent, right?
We
So
could be plugged in different places, so we need to know who our parent is.
yeah. So right now, if our plugin, if I add our plugin to this section under prospect, I could add it because
It's the
because
same. It's the same data set underneath,
yeah,
right?
yeah, right. The same data set, as long as we have the same data set. So under here, I need what I'm because under the base control, under the parent control, CB already initializing or getting the data from the database and put it to the current control. So no need for our plugin to get the data. Instead, what we do is just get the parent current control and look at the data set.
Right. Grab a reference to that, so that our code is using the same data set as the parent. So
Yeah,
we can get our data out of it and put our data back in it.
yeah, correct. So as you can see here, we in our code we don't use the update data set because we are only adding custom fields, and the parent control already did the updating of the dataset, since once you added a custom field, the CB parent control already added your custom fields on the table, since we're using the system table.
Yeah.
More
Perfect.
complicated if we use different
A different
table.
table. Right. So
That's
we'll
more
talk about that
complicated.
another time.
Yeah,
But what I want to do, I wanted to refresh our demo database, and I wanted to install this plugin and see the fields get added and a role get modified. Do you have time for that?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
We will reset the US demo,
Yeah, and then
and then
do the plugin install and see that our fields got added and our role got changed as a
sure.
result of installing our plugin.
Yeah, sure. So wait, I think we're not yet done.
Okay.
So
Yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you need to do.
yeah. So since after this one, verifying or unit testing the application, or I mean the plugin that is running. So next steps is we need to script the user role.
Okay.
Okay, since we already script the data dictionary, and then we don't have any changes of it, so we need to script the user role. So wait, let me show you that the user role don't have data. So right now under user role, this is the only thing that we can see.
Yep,
Okay.
it's empty.
Okay. Okay. So next steps is again script the user role. So a pop-up form will show what are the things we touch under the user role. So right now, there are here, wait, under customer, we didn't touch that one. So under customer here, customer, prospect, customer, this
Some
one.
changes from some other customizations are in there, are mixed in.
Yeah,
The GDPR is not our stuff.
yeah, correct. Wait, custom fields. Here, fine. There, fine customer. Okay, okay. So I think that's it. Find customer, custom field. Okay. So under script user role, there, it's all be scripted. So this one is hard to do it manually. So that's why what I did under higher, I will just plug the application manually on the, or I will create a notes on how to plug it, because the current version of CB don't have the SDK anymore. That's why we need to do it manually. Okay. So
Yep.
after that one, we will compile the application. We will compile the plugin. So it should be under no, not that one. Where's we did this one? I don't remember where did we explore. We use the pip. Okay. So DLL. Okay. There. So we will compile. So next also is this information, assembly information, where we increment the version. That one. We will increment the version here. So from my practice of doing plugin, I will try to add a version of the parent versions where I did this one is developed. So 19 to this one. Name that one 19 to 19 to sorry 19 to 70 to 52. 7 to 52, that one. So that from looking at the version,
You
I
can tell what it's built against. Yeah.
will know which this should be plugged. So this one should be applied to all the one more 19 to 70 to 52, that one 19 to 70 to 52, that one. Okay, there is one more extendable.
Now, each time we were to make a change to this and we were to install the plugin again, we need to increment that version number.
Yeah, correct.
So that it knows that we have a new one.
Yeah, correct. That is correct. And other thing is this one also we could create also a global assembly information so that it will be just one area. We could change this one 70 to 52, that one 19 to 70 to 52, that one.
Yeah, have one. Yeah, like CB has some files where you just change it once and it applies to
Yeah,
all the DLLs. Right?
yeah, correct. We can do that also. Use. One, two, three. Build. Okay. Under where are we under? File version. So modified. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, which one? This one. Where is the yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. There's the RDLL. Okay.
Very good. Yep.
So we'll restart the We'll start this one.
Yeah.
DMC. Okay.
Do you need to make a backup of what you have just in case, or are you okay without doing that?
I think we're okay. We're just only adding this plugin.
Okay, good. Go right ahead.
Okay. Where's the start reset? I will reset.
Yep.
Maybe it's much safer if just select this one here. Maybe. Okay. Reset. Done. So let's check if these fields are here or this one. So see, the custom str is not around.
That's right. Very good.
Okay. So now let's close this one.
And can you run connected business and prove the tab's not there?
Yeah, sure. That's the enterprise, right?
That's right.
So, admin. What's the current version of CB right now? 22? 20?
22. They're changing the way they talk about it. It's now Service Pack 2, but that's a certain build number that they have connected to
Okay.
service.
So here, no one-to-one.
That's right.
Okay. So let's try to plug the application. Oh. So when you flag the application, you just select the presentation. I think you already know that one, right?
Very good. Yep.
Yeah. So let's select that one. This is the presentation. Oh, God.
So this is going to create our custom columns. Oh, okay. It's going to give us a choice here. Oh, this is the user roles.
Yeah, this is the user role.
It's going to ask us which roles do we want to apply to this database.
Yeah.
Oh, and which roles inside this database do we want to apply this to?
What? Can you repeat that one again?
On the right side of this menu, it lets you select which roles inside this database you would like to apply this.
Yeah, correct.
To.
So okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What if I have a lot of complicated user role changes and I install this plugin and then we come along and add 5 more roles into the system?
You'll add this one again.
Can I can add it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, based on experience before, I don't know if they already fixed this one under this current version, but under CB14, where I I most do the work. This one won't work under here. It's just always in the administrator. So what I did is I just did it manually.
Okay, so you're saying there's a bug in an older version, but we'll have
In
to
the previous version. I don't know right now
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine. Okay,
yeah.
that's good to know.
So
The safest thing to do is only do it to administrator
yeah.
for to start with.
So I will plug it now. So our plugin should be here. Okay. So
Yep.
19.2, this is our version. So in the database, it should have this one already. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And we need to lag up. Let me close this one first. Just close this. Need to close this one. So okay. Admin. Okay. Customer. Find customer. Oops. I don't know why it didn't add this one. Maybe we scrape out. Yeah, maybe we need to add the script out. But anyway, we can add it manually.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
For this recording, we'll just edit manually.
yeah. So here, under find customer, so add tab. See, I think this is a problem with CB. You cannot see our plugin, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so we need to, let me close that one first.
Do we need to maybe exit and exit CB and log in again or something like that?
No,
Oh, okay.
under here, section, this one. See, it's added here, but yeah, I don't know why. So we need to remove this one. Um, delete system user role. Form section where counter equals. Yeah, okay. Let me close this one first. That will be sometimes that will happen if you will not properly script out the user role. Okay, add tab and plugin. So right now Hopefully, let's check CR plugin. It's not here. Under this one. There, yay. And then rename. Nice. 1 to 1. Okay. Save and close. So, okay. Here's our. Okay. So this is under administrator. So if you check this one, oops. Since we added it manually, I think this not prepare assembly because we added
Well,
manually.
because yeah, we added it through the database. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So
Can you just do one more test and prove that it's working?
yeah, sure.
From the user interface.
So this one. The 3 tests. Then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Box. Okay. Save and close, and then the next one under here. This is null. This is blank. 2020 897. This and then so close. So let's try to check the code. Here I'm in the database. There. Here's our data.
Okay.
Okay, let's try to see if it will display there. It display.
Yep.
There.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and stop the recording.
Okay.
Thank you very much.